everyone, it is Tyler. I want to come here today and make this video. My last two videos I posted about LPT have gotten some tremendous feedback. So I wanted to make this video to kind of go over some frequently asked questions that I've been getting with LPT. A few agents have reached out to me and asking some questions that I'm sure is similar to a lot of questions maybe some of y'all have. So I want to make this video of the 10 most frequent questions that I have gotten recently to kind of fill y'all in and, like I said, answer some questions. Maybe you have the same thing and want to know more about the company. So y'all stay tuned and listen to the top 10 questions that I've been getting since joining LPT Realty. So rolling into it, the most frequently asked question that I have gotten is, which model should I join? As many of you know, LPT does have a hybrid model system where they have two different models you can join on. So the question I've been getting the most is, how do I know what model to join? And the way I've been responding to that is, well, it just depends on what type of business you want to run and what your future looks like. So if you want to just sell houses, if you are just dedicated to that and that's all you care about, then you join the $500 model, flat fee, $500 a transaction until you sell 10 houses, and then you're on 100% at that point. Now, if you want to, in the future maybe, or even now, generate rev share and passive income by attracting agents, you join the 80-20 model. And with that model, it is an 80-20 with a $15,000 cap. You do have the opportunity to get more stock off the 80-20 model than you do the business builder model, which is the $500 model, but you do get stock off both of them. So it all depends on which way you want to run your business. Now, the awesome thing about it is that you can switch models once a year. So if you get in on the $500 model, you're not sure if you're going to generate rev share, you're not sure how the agent attraction thing is going to go for you, you join the $500 model, and in that year, as you're on the $500 model, you're selling your houses. And if you do get calls from agents that are curious, about LPT, they want to know what you're doing and how your business has been growing. At that point, if you do get them and they do join under you, they will be in your downline. And then that next year, you can switch models to the 80-20 model and start generating rev share off of them. So same thing if you join the 80-20 model and you go 1 year and you're just like, man, this recruiting thing is not for me. Like I can't attract agents. My story's not whatever excuse, you may have that it just, maybe the 80-20 is just not a fit for you. At that point, you can switch over to the $500 model once your capping period ends and just start selling houses at that point. So to kind of sum up the question on which model you should join, it totally depends on how you want to run your business. And I think that's something that's really awesome about LPT is that you get the choice on how you run your business. Other companies that don't offer a hybrid model, you're stuck with one model. This is what you have and this is what you're going to do. So with this, you get to choose which way you want to run your business and how you want to grow it. So that is my explanation to what model you should join, is just which way you think your business is going to run. So my next frequently asked question that I get is, what are the fees with LPT? So kind of rolling into that, the fee, so there is no monthly fee with LPT, and there is no sign-up fee. The only fees that you have with LPT Realty, you do have a once a year, your first transaction of the year is a $500 fee, and that covers your errors and emissions insurance as well as your technology package. And like I said, that is a once a year per capping period fee that comes out of your first closing. The only other fee that is associated with LPT, they do have a $195 transaction fee, and that is both pre and post cap. Now with that, I know a lot of realtors pass that on to the client, as a marketing fee, as an admin fee, whatever, which is what we do as well. So really, your $500 fee is really the only fee that you do pay to LPT Realty if you don't pass along that $195 fee. The next question that I get is there a brick and mortar office? So with LPT, we are a completely virtual company based out of Florida. So there is no brick and mortar for LPT. Now, next to that, depending on if you join a team or if you do join an individual with LPT, anyone in our downline that comes in here in Baton Rouge in the area, we do have an office here that is a workspace. No one will have a designed office. But if you need to come in and work, if you need to do things, if you need to print, we will have that access there for you. And it's located right here essentially in Denham Springs. So really anyone between Hammond and Baton Rouge is kind of the midway point. So y'all are more than welcome to come in here and work. But as a company as a whole, LPT does not have a brick and mortar. And the reason because of that is that's how they can give you revenue share. So they take the money that they would spend on brick and mortar offices and they give it back to agents in the opportunity as rev share as well as stocks. So we do not have a brick and mortar office at LPT. So the next question that I get is, should I join a team or should I be individual? And that is kind of the same thing as which model you should join. It just depends on what business model fits you. So if you need the leads, if you need the support, if you need the training and stuff like that, I would say join a team. Now, if you're doing majority SOI deals, I mean, you're good with that, I would say join individual. So it just depends on what route you want to go with your business. I know last year was kind of a tough market. Um, so a lot of agents, especially new agents, are struggling. So I would say if you're a newer agent, less than 3 to 4, maybe even 5 years in the business, or if you're just not doing a lot of deals, I would say joining a team will be more beneficial for you just to get kick-started and get some deals under your belt to where maybe down the road, those deals will turn into SOI once you're individual. But if not, joining LPT, you do have all the resources. You do get Chime CRM. You do get, well, now Lofty. You do get Loop as well. And you do have access, like I said, to the stocks and the rev share too. So it just depends on which way you want to run your business when it comes to joining a team or going individual. Okay, rolling into question number 5 is, does LPT offer new agent training? And the answer to that is absolutely yes. There is a ton of training that LPT offers inside Knowledge Base, which is inside of our LPT Connect, which is kind of our system that you can manage all your files and all your documents and have access to all your marketing material. So in there is hours and hours and hours of live training, virtual training, recorded trainings, both training you on Loop, training you on LPT Connect, training you on Chime, and also with some of the top agents within the company, doing seminars and webinars on SOI listings, cold calling scripts, stuff like that. There's a ton of information in there. I've been here a little while now, and I have yet to finish all of it. Just for my knowledge, I want to go through it and watch it and see if it's beneficial. But there is a ton of training on there, as well as if you do join into our downline, or if you join anyone's downline, you do have access to everyone above you for training as well. So if you need help, with how I run my business or how other realtors run their business, we're all more than welcome to help you and kind of tell you the systems that we use to benefit our business the best. Question number 6, do I get free signs and business cards whenever I join LPT? And the answer to that is yes. Now, part of that is subjective, but we'll kind of roll in for the business card side of it. So when you do join, you do get 250 free business cards. And whenever you join, you'll get access to LPT Connect, as I was saying in the last part. You can go in there and customize your business cards. They give you a bunch of templates, and you could change the color on them, upload your headshot and stuff like that. And so you do get 250 free business cards when you join. And when it comes to the signs is all based off of your previous year of production. So that is subjected on how many closings you had the previous year, on how many free signs you get. So you get up to 6 free signs whenever you do join, based off, I think it's 1 to 5 closings, you get 1. 6 to 10, you get 2, and then so on and so forth. So you do get free signs as well. So if you are a top producer or you are selling a lot of homes, you will probably qualify for the max number of signs on that side of it. But if not, like I said, every single year it's based off your production. So if you get 6 free signs this year, next year if you sell 30 houses or whatever, you will get another 6 free signs. So it goes off a year-to-year basis when it comes to the signs. But you can order signs directly to the company if you want to through our print shop. So yes, you do have access to free signs, and you also have access to free business cards as soon as you join. So question number 7, can I brand myself? And I've actually gotten this one a lot. I don't know why it's all the way down here at 7, but people ask me this a lot, especially us realtors. We want to brand ourselves. As much as we want to brand the brokerage and put the brokerage out there, it's very important to brand ourselves as well, because we are the ones that are 1099. So with LPT, yes, absolutely. And one of the big points on why we joined LPT is because we can brand ourselves as realtors. So when you go in, you can go into our knowledge base, you can go into the marketing center, and you can design your own logo. As long as it has the LPT brokerage logo on there, you're more than fine to use it. So you can brand yourself, you can have your name. It's not like a situation where some other companies where your yard sign is a whole sign of, blank brokerage, and then at the very top there's a little sign writer that has your name and your phone number. It's not like that at LPT. You're more than welcome to customize and brand yourself the way you want to grow your business. Or you can use the LPT logo signs as well if you'd like to, but you do have the option to brand yourself if you want, as long as you do have that LPT logo somewhere on your branding. So question number 8 that I get is, when will the stock IPO? I know that's a very important thing. Before the stock IPOs, you are generating a ton of shares, which is the great thing about getting in early. Now those shares are worth $0 because the stock hasn't IPO'd, but you do have the access to get a ton of shares before it does hit the market. Now, when the stock is going to IPO, that is a question that nobody really knows. From what I'm hearing and what have been talks, 2026, 2027 maybe, we are not sure. The way this company is growing, it's growing faster than any other brokerage in the world, so it could be sooner than that. We're just completely unsure of that. But the good thing is, I hope it takes a little while to IPO, because I can generate more shares before it does IPO than compared to when it does IPO. You won't be able to get as many shares if you do before it does. So to answer that question, I'm not 100% sure on when it will IPO, but we are thinking from now, we're January of 2024, we are thinking around 2 to 3 years, maybe longer, maybe sooner. We're completely unsure. All right, and question number 9 is who can I network with if I do join LPT? And the answer to that is it depends on what downline you join on. So for instance, if you do join under us, if you do join under me, for instance, you will have access to everybody in my upline as well to network with. And we have multiple top producers in my upline. We have the #1 team that came over from EXP, which is us, and my team leader in that. We have the #1 team in South Carolina that's above us. We also have the #1 team in Tampa that's above us. And all these guys sell multiple millions a year in real estate, as well as run some of the biggest teams in the country. So you do have access to network with all of us. We are planning to do hopefully a mastermind a month where we travel to different states and just teach on classes, teach how we run our business and how they run their business and stuff, just to benefit other agents out there. Whether you're with LPT or not, you're more than welcome to attend, just to learn more about how we run our businesses. So when it comes to your networking, like I said, that all depends on what downline you get under and what access you'll have to them. Like I said, when you come with us, you have access to everything we have, everyone above us. And so it's a huge networking event that we have. We also have a Facebook group that we're in as well, where we network and we throw ideas back and forth and stuff. So you will have access to all of that when you do join under us. And the last, but certainly not least question that I get is how is LPT attracting all of these top teams across the country? And that is, I've gotten that question twice with actually 2 brokers here locally in our region. And the way I answer that is, if you just look at the model, if you just look at the LPT Explained video, and you can kind of teach yourself on how these teams are joining and why they are joining. You know, because some of these teams that we're getting pretty much the #1 team in almost every single state that we open up in. Because they see the growth and they see the income opportunity that awaits with this company. They see the resources that we provide agents on the team, as well as that we provide the team leaders as well. And so it's pretty much, you know, almost a win-win situation. Worst case scenario, you hate the company and you can go somewhere else. But at the end of the day, you never have the opportunity to get into a company early like this that is growing like this. And so I get a lot of agents that ask me, well, I'm going to wait. You know, I may wait a little bit. And like I tell them, that look, you know, this is not going to last long. The incentives that you're getting, the way this company is growing, it's growing faster than ever. Just with 25 states open, we're over 7,000 agents, and we haven't even been in business 2 years yet. So getting into a company early, getting benefits to all the incentives that they're having now, you know, getting at a company that is ground level to grow your business 5 to 10 years from now and seeing what that's going to come into, rather than saying, oh, I'm going to wait and see what happens. And then 2 years, the company blows up and you miss the ship on it. So that's pretty much what I tell everyone is, you know, get in early now, reap the benefits off of it. If you hate it, you can always go somewhere else, but you can't ever come back in 2 years and get the same incentives that you're getting now. So that is kind of my my summary on that end of it, on why these teams are joining. And as I said earlier, man, we are blowing up across the country right now. It's almost like every single month we're opening up a new state. So we are rolling through. We have 25 states open now with just over 7,000 agents in less than 2 years in the business. So it's exciting. Would love to have the growth with any of you who are watching this video that want to learn more about LPT. Please reach out to me. Let me know. I'd be happy to sit down with you on a Zoom call, whether you're in Louisiana or across the country. I'd be happy to sit down with you on a Zoom call, a phone call, or meet in person, whatever is perfect for you. If y'all do have any more questions, please let me know. I would love to make another video on some more questions that I get in. I know there's going to be hundreds of more questions, but I hope in this video at least I answered some of y'all's questions maybe that you have or concerns that you have with the company. So appreciate y'all's time watching. Y'all stay tuned for the next video.